This was a sneak peek of last week's cinematic video, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Can flight simming get even more exciting? With the Local Legends series just released last week, Japan's World Update, the Ursa Throttle from WinWing, and now we have a lot more to cover this week. So thank you for tuning in today, and I'm Chikmanglo. We bring you this every week on the latest on flight simming. So please hit that subscribe button as this can greatly support my channel. Plus, we have some giveaways today. Now starting off with one of the exciting things, it seems to me that every time a WinWing product is out there, all of a sudden it's shopping season, isn't it? The Ursa Minor Throttle comes with two separate units, the throttle itself and the pack metal that carries the flaps and the brakes. Built on a full metal frame, it's sturdy and built to last. Now this one looks like a serious powerhouse for anyone flying airliners, including myself. Now the build quality, modular design and attention to detail are something else, and WinWing have been getting a lot of praise for how immersive their hardware feels in the sim. Now the pre-order unit is sold for $267.52. Can you even believe that price? So here's my thought. I wonder what happens to Thrustmaster. Now from hardware, let's move to AI-driven software, say Intentions AI. Now let's pay a visit to the brand new plan this week, bringing us a career mode and a GA traffic injection. Now the career mode, known as the Gate 404 Club, you can chart your progress all the way from student pilot to airline transport pilot, earning career points on every flight. These points push you up through 3 tracks: VFR, IFR and Sky Ops, which covers special operation missions. Now along the way you can unlock unique achievements like a long-haul pilot or emergency landing, adding a bit of gamification to the experience. Now there's also a fun real-world tie-in where pilots can order a physical badge customized with their name, branding, photo, home airport and even ranking insignia based on their achievements. Now the GA VFR traffic system, once an alpha and limited to partner users, is now part of the premium package as well. It injects realistic GA traffic into both 2020 and 2024, not just buzzing overhead, but taxiing across aprons, talking to ATC, filling airports worldwide with life. Early builds only supports US coverage, but this latest release expands globally, so you can expect to see much busier smaller fields no matter where you fly. Now moving to Marketplace, CJ Simulations, the team known for the Eurofighter Typhoon and the Rafale, have now revealed their next project, a long-range business jet, and modeled on the Bombardier Global 7500. Though the release will be under the name CJS GL 7500 to avoid any trademark issues. Unlike many others that simply reuse default or working title systems, this team has been building custom avionics from scratch. They've been at it for more than 8 months now, referencing Global 6000 manuals since the 7500 documentation isn't available. 3D model is in progress, team have bought a commercial base model, but are reworking with proper details from flaps, slats to thrust reverses. Inside, the cockpit is coming together with functioning displays, while the cabin already shows seating, a gallery, tables, hinting at a walkable interior. Now let's move to aeroplane heaven. They made a recent comment. We seem to have a mosquito problem, and with that, it's confirmed. The legendary de Havilland Mosquito is coming to MSFS. Now this reveal lands only days after the studio officially announced the B-25J Michelle, meaning Aeroplane now has 2 iconic World War II bombers in active development. Clearly they're on a mission to bring more historic heavy iron into the sim, which is great. The early screenshots already show a lot of promise. We can see worn interior textures, period correct equipment, and that classic utilitarian layout of green panels, exposed wirings, and heavy mechanical fittings. Now externally there's a glimpse of the fuselage, landing gear, crew stations, all still marked as work in progress. Now details like which variants we'll get or how deep the systems will go are still under the wraps. But from the looks of it, development is moving forward and we could be in for a real special addition to the MSFS hangar. Let's talk about PMDG this week. They've dropped a pretty exciting development update, covering the progress of the 777, 737 plus the upcoming 747. Now the 777, which has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. Instead of the high-pitched compression audio we've been used to hear in the cockpit recordings on YouTube, this new system captures the full spectrum of what you would actually hear on board. And the result is a much more refined, immersive experience. So release should be just around the corner. Speaking of the 737, the team is working on bringing the 737-800 into 2024. The team called it as a period of fitness and cleanup. While no dates are confirmed, the plan is to test the 800 first and then move on quickly to the rest of the family. Now finally, a 747 tease. PMDG has shown an in-sim screenshot of the 747-100's landing gear. It's still very early work in progress. Parts are even missing, but the details already look fantastic. Let's talk about a tool which has been interesting and a new collaboration from FS Realistic and Parallel 42. It's called the FS Realistic Plus, a brand new version of their popular immersion add-on. Unlike the current Pro version, this one has been rebuilt from ground up. And the big news is that it's directly integrated with Parallel 42's chase plane. What's the result with all this? Over 30 new effects and about 150 redesigned sounds, all tied directly into chase plane's camera engine. That means turbulence, landings, vibrations, cockpit movements now feel perfectly in sync, creating a much more natural experience. Some of the standout features include passenger reactions during turbulence, hard landings, pilot head anticipation when banking or turning, a revamped in-sim interface to easily tweak effects, support for custom sound imports, and profile sharing across aircraft. Now, the creator behind FS Realistic are RK Apps, and they've confirmed that this will be a standalone tool, while FS Realistic Plus becomes the advanced edition for chase plane users. It'll support both 2020 and 2024 sims, but its release is tied when chase plane officially launches for the new sim. Now, the nicest part of the video would be Freeware, but before that, if you've been noticing my channel, we've had a bunch of reviews, and some of the products I've been thoroughly enjoying would be from Desktop Pilot. Take a look at the videos. Let's do a giveaway. 10 winners can win airports from Aura Scenery, which was recently featured, Seb Airport, La Gomera Scenery, and Fuerteventura Scenery from Island Creations. And the simplest way to win these 10 giveaways is to hit that subscribe button and answer the simple question. I've been thinking on having cinematic videos solely sometimes to bring into the mix. Would you like to see something like that? This could possibly take some time to produce, and I might do this sometimes instead of the weekly video. Let me know what you think, and of course your vote matters. By the way, the scenery you're seeing here is from Obex, the Jurassic World pack, and my suggestion is to take a good look at the entire video as I spent a good number of hours to make it. Now towards the Freeware. Reading Regional Airport, located about 50 miles northwest of Philadelphia, has a rich history dating back to 1939. Once home to major airline service and the world-renowned Reading Air Show, second only to Paris in the 70s, the airport now thrives as a general aviation hub. It's also home to the Mid-Atlantic Air Museum, which every June hosts the famous World War II weekend with aircraft from across the country. Now, this new version 2 release for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is a complete rebuild from ground up. It features corrected terrain, updated lighting, custom runway, taxiway surfaces, accurate PAP placement, and even custom solid red windsocks. It's a faithful recreation of an important airport with deep aviation roots, now enhanced in 2024. So big thanks to this dev, Alan R492, for this freeware. That's a wrap for this week, a mix of cutting-edge hardware, historic classics, and even some freeware gems. Drop your thoughts below and let me know what stood out, and as always, see you next time.